Okay, if you're watching this and you sell a high ticket offer, something in over $500, over $1,000, $10,000 products that you're selling out there, and you're struggling to close more customers, stick around. Let's talk about some strategies that you can implement today. Scott, we're talking about buy now, pay later as the solution, but let's set up the problem right now. It's a high ticket offer. Not a lot of people are going to buy it. How do I get more customers?
Your expensive stuff is hard to sell, right? The higher the price, the lower the conversion rate. That's the way of the world. That's how it goes. So if you're out there selling, I've got a really big like signature course, or I've got high ticket coaching or services, or I've, charged people for a mastermind or something like that. The buy now, pay later button, right? Introduced on SamCart about 4 or 5 months ago now at this point, is maybe one of the biggest like easy buttons for selling more of your really expensive stuff, right? And it is wild. If we back up a little bit, Jordan, like, selling the expensive stuff used to be, right, that I would say, okay, cool, you can pay me $5,000 today, or I'll break it up into 5 payments of $1,000 or something like that, right?
Sure.
But you and I both know that those payment plans, you really can only expect to collect payments for about 4 months from people on average, right? So you're losing out on money as failed credit cards and people ditching you and changing their mind or filing chargebacks or something even, right, in like extreme cases.
If things go wrong, something's going to go wrong for sure.
Exactly. Yeah. It's what is that? It's
Murphy's Law, I think.
What is that? Murphy. Yeah. There you go. Murphy's Law. That's the one. I was like, I was going to say Maslow's hierarchy. That's not it. Murphy's Law, right? It's going to go wrong. Here is literally like the biggest easy button I have ever seen, and the numbers are nuts. And it's the buy now, pay later stuff, right? So Affirm, Klarna, and Afterpay. Anybody who's never seen these things, right? Never like seen these in action, we'll show you in a second. But let me just show you how good it's doing, right? We have shown that checkouts that have buy now, pay later available, right, are converting 28.9% higher than those that do not.
Huge.
And that's just like in our world, that's just in SamCart's world. You know what I mean? So like we're already converting well, 28.9% higher, like checkouts that have this stuff versus don't. And when you have buy now, pay later, your customers are spending so much more money, right? We looked at the numbers. We basically said, okay, cool. How much does the average PayPal customer spend versus, credit card versus buy now, pay later? Buy now, pay later is spending on average more than double what PayPal customers are spending. And buy now, pay later customers are spending 46% more than credit card customers are spending, right? So it is absolutely bonkers. When buy now, pay later is there, people spend more and more people buy. So more customers spending more money, an absolute shortcut for any of you guys selling high ticket stuff.
And the benefit of buy now, pay later is you as the seller get paid upfront 100%.
Yeah, that's the bonkers. That's the part that almost feels unfair, right? So Jordan, bring up the page. Let's just we'll show what this is for anybody who's never seen it. Like let's do the what is, buy now, pay later section, right? Here's a SamCart Express checkout, and we'll drop a link down to one below this video so you guys can kind of go click around and feel this thing out, right? But yeah, the idea is, okay, cool, I'm going to add some stuff to my card. I'm going to, do whatever, right? And then you have these boxes down here, Affirm, Afterpay, and Klarna. Jordan, click on Affirm. Let's just start with that. Each buy now, pay later option is going to give your customer different options, right? So Affirm will let your customers usually then they get to choose how long of a payment plan do I want, right? And it's all of it is zero interest, assuming someone makes payments on time. So it's great for the customer. It's great for you, right? But basically, once a customer chooses to do this, right, they're paying back Affirm, a Klarna, an Afterpay. Like you get paid upfront now. And if someone starts defaulting on payments or, whatever, like that's Affirm, Klarna, and Afterpay's job, not your job, right? So Klarna, you can see here, sort of famously breaks things up into 4 payments. So everything's going to be a 4 payment plan. Afterpay is pretty similar for the most part, right? Also doing almost entirely just 4 payments of blank. But having these things is absolutely bonkers, right? And so the more that you go and the higher your price is, rather, the more dramatic all these effects are, by the way, right? So we're still waiting on more and more data because the more expensive the product, the fewer people that are actually selling that kind of stuff. But the numbers are wild. And so, Jordan, we talked about prices is like, at what point do you need buy now, pay later, right? I'm here to say that if you sell anything that's over like $300, you need to turn these on for your checkout. So like this is something that I would say is almost a must to have available at your checkout to get more customers, and just people are going to be so much more willing to spend more when they have something really easy. And there's like a trust factor. You know what I mean? They're not paying you over time. They're paying these like big companies they've seen on, humongous websites and stuff like that. I think there's a massive trust factor going on there too, and you guys can benefit from that. Jordan, let's talk about how to turn it on. Like, let's say someone's watching this, they're a SamCart customer, they want to turn on buy now, pay later, right? That starts first and foremost with being a SamPay user, right? So that's a processor setting. You guys can go and add SamPay to your account absolutely anytime. It's our sort of unique partnership with Stripe, where we're building technologies on top of what Stripe offers, including stuff like this. But if you say, check, I'm a SamPay customer, that sounds great, I've connected with that, right? Jordan, you open up any product and do what?
And then you go over to the payments tab, and you'll see the standard, credit card, PayPal, digital wallets, and then there's going to be this new option right here that says allow alternative payments, and you hit the little toggle, and that's Affirm, Afterpay, and Klarna, and you just turn it on, and that's it, and you hit save.
Done. That is literally it. All of a sudden, you're going to preview that page, and your customer will be able to see Affirm, Klarna, and Afterpay. Here's another example. One of the different checkout experiences SamCart has. This is a sales page, not Express or Embed. And you can see this is what it looks like here, right? So someone can enter their card, or they're going to click Affirm, Klarna, Afterpay, those kind of things. Right now, we also have a weird thing where Klarna is only, all three of these options, I believe, are only in the US, but Klarna is going to be international soon too, which is great. So we got a lot of people in Canada and UK, Australia been asking about that stuff, and that's what's coming there. So listen, if you're watching this video and this is something that you want to add into your checkout flow, let our team do that for you. You can go ahead, there's a link down below this video where you guys can book a call and talk with an expert on our team. Our implementation team works with a very few select number of clients every single month to stand this kind of technology up and bet things like buy now, pay later available inside of your checkout, as well as the rest of what SamCart can do to make you more money and grow your bottom line. So talk with our team. Again, we work with a very limited number of creators every single week. Book your call. A lot of these are booked out pretty long. Go check it out, and let's talk about how you can get technology like this selling more of your most expensive stuff now.